Hello and welcome back to Channel 2S. I'm your host, Second Soundwave. Now it is Christmas Day here in America, and yeah, it has been a little while since I've done anything on this channel. I haven't forgotten about you guys. I've just been doing a bunch of other stuff in preparation for the holiday season, and since it has been about 1 week, almost exactly, since the last time I've done anything here on Channel 2S, I thought I should just kind of ease myself in back with something easy, something quick and casual. Since it is Christmas, it's a time to just be happy and relax and just not worry too much about things like, you know, complex editing and whatnot. So I'm just going to do a quick, fun, casual build here. The EX Standard Destiny Gundam. Now, yeah, this is a line I've given a lot of crap in the past, but you know what? It's a simple, quick, easy little build, and I actually got this from a friend of mine, so I thought, hey, you know what? Why not? I'm going to build it, see what it's like. Why not, you know, give the line some actual first-hand, you know, give it a little first-hand chance to prove itself to me, and, you know, I'll see if I like it. So, right off the bat, I just say, these X Standard boxes are actually really cool. I love the artwork on these. It reminds me of the real grade box art where it's like these really glossy CG renders. It has a very professional look to it. Obviously on the bottom we've got a bluefin sticker since these are designed pretty much exclusively for export. Side, really nothing to see. Let's see what we got for parts here. Okay, so we have very few red pieces. We just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red pieces. So it's basically the face, it's the feet, the wings, and looks like most of the wings are just going to be fixed onto the kit. Well, I do see slots here, and that's interesting because I'm looking here in the box, and I'm seeing that he's got the sword, and it looks like he does have the gun as well. So it's really nice to see that because I know the Destiny Gundam has a very large arsenal, and they don't always include everything with every version of the Destiny Gundam, you know? So we got the X Standard polycap sheet, and we have a yellow V-fin. And, you know, that's kind of nice. Like on some of the older SDs, they didn't always have a yellow V-fin. It was sometimes just some kind of, just white or whatever, and you have like a gold sticker you'd put on it. So that's nice. Then we have the white parts, and since this is the Destiny Gundam, they're actually kind of a light gray. I like this look. Looking at it closer, we've actually got some nice lining opportunities here on the back of the head, on the legs. It's actually got a fair bit of detail on it, and I like that. And this is exciting me. This is something I wasn't expecting to see on this, but it looks like, you see those little notches cut in there? That means those classic red teardrops that the Destiny Gundam has are actually going to be sculpted, and I'm really excited to see that, because that's a cool little feature, and one of my favorite sort of elements of the Destiny Gundam's design is those little kind of teardrops on the face mask. And then, okay, so here we got, this is the part of the X Standards that I'm always kind of dreading. This is the not so cool part. So, obviously we have some stickers here that are totally understandable. Like, we got those lavender stripes that go on the chest. Like, pretty much every Destiny Gundam uses stickers for those. Like, it's understandable, especially on something this size. We got eyes, we got the camera. We have the gold gems for the back of the hands. You know, that makes sense. Then we have some other stuff that's a little more questionable, like those, apparently looks like those sort of shoulder spike beam saber things are going to be stickers. Looks like we got black stickers for the wings. We got some blue for, is that the back? Oh, okay, so not only the back of the hands, but also the backs of the arms are stickers. So basically everything not blue on the arms, which kind of sucks. It looks like that little, let me grab the manual here so I can show you, that little splash of color there on the waist is going to be a sticker. Looks like those little red spots on the, probably everything, honestly, on that. Side skirt's be a sticker, and I don't think you'll even get black parts. You're probably just going to get the white sticker, and you're going to have to paint the rest in. But yeah, I want to rip this bag open now so I can see what we got here for blue parts. And then we're going to just flip through the manual quickly, and I guess we can start building. Because I think I see the sword. I can see the sword right here, and I want to see if he comes with the gun as well. Because if he does, that would be really cool, because then we'd have the full loadout, even if both weapons will be, you know, completely in the wrong colors. And holy crap, this knife is dull. I need to get a new blade for this, like, really soon. Oh, speaking of getting new things, I want to show you guys this really quick, because I know some of you especially are going to be very happy to see this, but I have a pop filter now, so future Gunpla News videos will not sound completely terrible. So anyway, back to trying to get this sticker sheet out so I can see what we got here, and yep, okay. So the gun, all the weapons actually are just very, very simple. Let me see if I can get this out without hooking it on anything. Come on. Here we go. All 3 weapons are just very simple, single color, blue pieces of plastic, you know, nothing really to write home about. The gun's actually like super thin, so, you know, just a little something to put in his hands, and chest knocked a little loose. So I'll have to clean that up a little once I get it off the runner. But, okay, so there's that stuff, and then before I drag this on too long, I just want to take a quick look at the manual. Again, very nice looking manual. Kind of surprised me that they don't have the kind of bilingual style thing like they're doing on the IVO Season 2 kits, but I guess since this is an older X standard, this was before they thought, hey, you know what? There's a lot of English-speaking people buying these. We should translate the manual. So instead, everything is still... Oh, nope. I stand corrected. Look what they did. They translated the painting guide, and boy oh boy are you gonna need this. But yeah, probably the most important part of the manual to have translated is translated, which is very good. Very happy to see that. And I have to say, as far as the gimmicks for the X standard line, they usually just have the combining weapons gimmick. I have to say, for a combining weapon from this series, the crossbow you can make with this guy's weapons actually looks kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to see what that looks like all together. And then of course we have the dead easy build instructions. It looks like this is one of those kits where they design it so you can kind of just pull the parts off. I'm going to cut them off anyways just to make it look a little nicer, since I might want to paint this at some point and turn it into something a little nicer looking. So, I guess it's time to just get building. Okay, so this is an SD, so let's just start here with the head. Can I? You know what? It might actually be... Do I even need to... Wow, okay, these are actually... Well, this piece in particular, I don't need to denub because it's just going to be inside the head, but it looks like these are popping off pretty easy. Like, can I just... Kind of. I mean, it's probably a bad idea, but whatever. I'm gonna... You know what? Yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna go noob on this and just, you know, build it like I did my old 00 Gundam. By the way, if you weren't aware, the first kit I built, the high-grade 00 Riser, I basically just ripped most of the parts off, and for some of the ones that were attached with slightly thicker gates, I would just kind of take a pair of nail scissors and just kind of cut away at them. And that's how I built my first Gunpla. And it was terrible, but I loved it anyways because I was just in awe of the fact that it was so cool. Because I never really had any experience with any kinds of like sort of collector action figure lines, so even just seeing something with like double joint elbows and knees was like so cool to me. Ah, the memories. It was actually a day like this too, because I believe I got it for Christmas 2011. So that was my first Gunpla build. It was much like today, you know. Rest of my family was chit-chatting and hanging out downstairs, and I was upstairs, holed up in my room, building a tiny plastic robot. And of course I was much more impressed with the 00 Gundam than this, since I was just completely in awe of the fact that little pieces of plastic were going together to make a giant, awesome war machine. But, you know, this is still pretty fun too, and this time I have you guys to just kind of, not really chat with, but talk to, and pretend I'm interacting with. So that's a plus. So I'm just gonna stick this right here. And what I like about the SD kits is they're the only Gundam kits where the eye stickers are not a pain in the ass to put on. They just go right on. They're massive, you know, they're pretty much impossible to screw up. So, you know, you go like that and there you go. And yeah, there's some nubs on this, but whatever. None of them are going to be seen, so. Oh, there we go. Hang on. Should I clean that up? I don't know. I don't think that needs to be cleaned up there. Oh, hang on. I need to put on the forehead camera. I have no idea how much of this you guys are actually going to be able to see. I'm not really focusing too much on keeping it kind of in the range of the camera. Ah, yeah, look at that. Look at those teardrops. That is probably one of my favorite parts of the Destiny Gundam's design. Well, actually, in general, I like the Destiny Gundam's design because I like Gundams that kind of lean more towards red than blue as far as their color scheme. So the Destiny Gundam's always been not like an absolute favorite of mine, but always one that I've enjoyed quite a bit. And kind of a cool runner here for the V-fin. I like that little weird sort of jagged way they molded everything here. I have to say, Bandai kits in particular are always kind of just interesting. It's always interesting just to see how they get around some like molding limitations you might expect, because they have some really cutting-edge technology and some really talented people working on these kits. So there's always some kind of interesting surprise whenever you're taking stuff off the runners, and you'll be seeing all sorts of crazy stuff. And I should probably put the sticker on before I go any farther with this. I'm guessing it's number 8. Yeah, it's number 8. Okay. Okay, so it looks a little tacky, but not too bad. I'm just gonna drop this in right here. And that's pretty much his head, I believe. How are we for time? Yeah, we're only like 5 minutes in. Okay. So I'm just gonna rip some more. All of these are, well, I guess none of this is really gonna be seen judging by where these gate points are, so I'm just gonna keep on ripping. I've always liked the head polycaps on X standards and just SDs in general. They look kind of fun since they're like little snowmen. Rather appropriate for the Christmas season. Usually I'm a little more careful with this, a little more precise. But, you know, this is a quick, easy build. Going the lazy route. I'm just gonna take that off there. Gonna take that off there. And holy crap. Well, hopefully that won't be too visible once this is all done. Come on, focus, focus, focus. Yeah. That's why I don't pull parts off the runners. Let me see if I can salvage this. Nope, it's screwed. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to set this down there. Get to work on the rest of this. How are these supposed to fit in? Oh. Okay, so like they're like the shoulder polycaps on the high grades where they're like swing out. Oh, actually. Do they swing out? Barely. Barely. It's like just a aesthetic thing more than anything, it looks like, which is a shame because there's something that needs to go in the bottom here. Okay, but that clicks together after they're clicked together. That just pops in the bottom there. And ooh, actually, those are functioning swing out polycaps. Okay, okay, I like that. I like that. That's cool. And now, of course, we got some lovely stickers that we need to put onto this. This is an okay little build so far. I mean, I've spent more time putting stickers on than I have actually putting parts together. But, you know, okay, so there's those, and it looks like we got some little red stickers. Oh, okay, okay, so there's no, like, red abdomen part here, so instead we're going to have to put some stickers on that. These stickers, I've noticed, are a little bit bigger than the spaces they're supposed to go in, which I suppose is better than being a little small, but it does mean there's a little bit of excess sometimes. But yeah, this is their attempt at kind of hiding the fact that there's no red for the abdomen. It does look a little cheap, especially if you look at it from the underside. You can see the gaps between the stickers, but at a glance it looks okay. So that's something that we can grab his head like that, and now we have progress. By the way, if I haven't mentioned already, I hope you guys are all having a good, I guess, holiday season, even if you don't necessarily celebrate Christmas itself, you know, just in general. Hope you're enjoying yourselves, having a good winter holiday of some sort. Oh, I take back what I said about skirt armor. There's actually a little bit of front skirt movement on this. That's actually really cool. The edges of the stickers don't really meet up, but they tried. So it looks, you know, kind of tacky and not particularly all that great, but I could paint over it at some point. So I'm gonna snap this in here, snap it in here, and we're that much closer. And how are we for time? Okay, we're probably like 20 minutes into this by now. Again, I am amazed if you're still here. Good for you. I'd normally stop the video right now, but I feel like just finishing this, since why not? It's been a fun build so far. Might as well finish it right now. So I'm gonna just drop these right off the runner. I kind of wish I did this as a live stream. That'd be kind of fun, but unfortunately I don't have the means to live stream videos. Currently, I don't really have a way to do that, at least not from my room here, so unfortunately that's going to have to wait till next year. It would be awesome if I could do that next year, though. Just have some live streams, some just like quick little builds like this. Maybe do live streams for like some of the IBO kits, since those have pretty simple builds. Okay, so there's a front and a back to these, because as with many of the X standards, they're hollowed out on the back, you know, because quality. Actually, that doesn't look too bad for a sticker, I have to say. Good job, Bandai. Good job. Oh, wow. That's a lot of forward movement. That's kind of impressive. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take a quick break right now. I'm going to come back in just a minute. You know, go down, eat some food, hang out with my family, and then come back upstairs and we're going to finish this build. And I am back. So, let's make some legs so this guy has something to stand on. There's actually some nice detail here in the legs, especially in the knees there. They even put in that that little panel line right across the knee for where the joint seam meets. That's kind of cool. I like that. And yeah, I got some black gunk on my hand. I was helping my dad strip the gasket out from around the windshield on a car, so that kind of didn't actually even notice my hands were filthy until just now, but whatever. I'm just gonna finish building this and then clean up. So also apologize if my voice is kind of quiet. I noticed that in these build videos my voice is a little harder to hear because the microphone on this camera kind of faces this way and I'm standing behind it and also off to an angle from it, so it doesn't always pick me up all that well. So apologies in advance if you're having to turn the volume on your computer or phone up a little bit in order to hear me. Did I do this leg yet? Yes, I did. Okay, so now it's just a matter of sticking some polycaps on the pegs. These actually clip on fairly tightly. It's kind of nice. And that is not the right way. It goes this way. And what does that do? Well, it gives him a bunch of foot movement. That's kind of nice. So does he have stickers for the tops of his feet? Looks like it. Yes, he does. Sticker number 6. And I'm just going to kind of stick it down there, and it looks kind of cheap, but whatever. It's an SD, you know? You can only expect so much from it. Even if the X standards do kind of push the envelope of how little you can expect from an SD, it's still hitting most of the points they need to hit, so it's okay. So judging by my audience retainment numbers, statistically there should only be a couple people who are actually listening to what I'm saying right now. So if you're one of those few people, good for you. I like you. So now our Destiny Gundam is able to stand on its own 2 feet. He's looking kind of cute, kind of chibi. I have to say, I do actually... Ooh, you know what? That's going to eventually wreak havoc on that sticker on his waist every time you do this, because it rubs right up against the rest of everything. But it does mean... Oh, that's lovely. So, the front skirt moves all the way up, right? But his leg only moves up to there. So basically nothing's really gained by that, because he can like barely move forwards more than he did before. He can point his toes though, so if you want to have him in a little kind of walking pose like that, you could. He does have those awesome swing out shoulder joints, so I guess that's a plus. Head movement's about the same as a normal SD, although it's not as floppy as on the Wing Gundam, so that's nice. Oh yeah, and I will be comparing this guy to the Wing Gundam quite a lot, because that's the only other SD kit that I've built. The Endless Waltz, but not the one with the angel wings, the sort of Verka Wing Gundam. I actually reviewed it back in February, I believe, so if you dig back through the records of my channel, you will probably come across it. So there's just a few pieces here that are used for the arms, just a few pieces here. And this looks like it's for building one of the weapons, I think. No blue parts? Yep, no blue parts for the arms. The arms are completely gray. Okay, so half the arm joint's a polycap. Okay, that's kind of interesting. It does give him some much needed color separation. I feel like I might have these backwards. Do I? I don't know. I think I do. Oh wow. It's actually a nice elbow joint. Okay. Okay, that's cool. I like the way these arms are assembled actually. It's kind of like how they do the newer kind of Revive style Gundams. Okay, of course he's got completely white arms, but you know, what are you gonna do? Also this way, it's a way to make a pretty simple little arm build that actually has no hollow parts on the arm itself, which is quite nice considering there's normally a lot of hollow sections on these. And I don't know. I don't think I've put on enough stickers in this video and it's already long enough. I'm not going to sticker up the rest of the arms. I'm just going to throw some polycaps on them and put them on. And then finish up the wings and weapons, because this really is a lot longer than I was hoping it would be. So I'm just going to wrap everything up as quickly as I can. And then maybe sticker it later this evening. And show you guys the final kit tomorrow. Talk about it in a review. And then probably not talk about it again. Unless it turns out to be a pretty cool kit, in which case I might, you know, do a little more with it. But yeah, like arm movement on this guy. So this doesn't pop out. Come on. It goes in hard and then it comes out really easily. So we got a nice little forward movement there. So you can actually kind of reach around his body. Okay, that's kind of neat. So his arm forward and backwards, of course, he's got the he's got the swingy joint here, so he can do this, and that does pop out the joint from his shoulder. That's kind of annoying. He's got a nice outward movement. He has a nice deep elbow bend. Okay, like things are popping off everywhere, but articulation wise the arms are actually not that bad for movement, especially for a kit this small. So okay, we actually got a charming little Shin Asuka here, or Destiny Gundam, or perhaps you don't like Shin Asuka, so you want to imagine that literally anyone but him is piloting the Destiny Gundam, which is probably what I'm going to do, because screw Seed and basically everyone in Seed except for Luna Maria, because she was passably okay, I guess, kind of, sort of. But yeah, wing pack. Completely in the wrong colors, but whatever. It's an SD. I'm just going to stick these on here like this, and like this, and maybe I'll clean up the nubs a little bit. Oh, okay. So they go down, and they go up. And as a simplified version of the Destiny Gundam's backpack, I'm going to be honest here and say that it's actually not that bad. I almost kind of wish it had some kind of little wings of light or something, just to give it a little extra play value, but of course the X standards are all about being very basic and economical, so no effect parts here. Except for that little bit of an energy blade they have sculpted on the sword. That's kind of surprising. But of course it's just sculpted into the plastic, so it's not really an effect part, it's just kind of a detail they threw onto it. And this just pops into his back. Like that. And yeah, he's got some black stickers that go on the sides of the wings to make them look a little less red, but I'm not going to throw those on right now like with the arm stickers. I'm going to put those on later. And just snap together his weapons, or rather snap off his weapons, since there's nothing actually to assemble on any of them. They're just single pieces of this blue plastic that matches nothing. Like, it matches the rest of the kit, but obviously this is not the color of his rifle. It's supposed to be gray, but there's no other gray parts on the kit. At least not with this level of simplicity. So the gun, and really all these weapons here, I'm actually kind of, it's understandable that they're all cast in blue, because there's really nothing else on the kit that's in their particular colors. So it's not like they could have, you know, stuck them on the runner with anything else. And the gun, does this just kind of, I'm guessing this just kind of hangs out here, sticks in. I'm gonna stick it in like that. Accuracy be damned. I'm just gonna throw it on there, call it good. Because it's okay. Oh, almost dropped the sword. So there's the sword, which is kind of the right blue. Not close really, but similar to it, I guess. And there is... if his arm will stop popping out of the freaking shoulder joint. Come on. Come on. Come on. I have to say, these arm joints are really hard to get back in, but they come out super easily. Come on. Come on. Although that's something I've found to be the case with a lot of SDs, is that if you want to pose them, they will fight you every step of the way. I guess that's kind of it for my super lazy casual Christmas Scumpla build. This has been the X Standard Destiny Gundam. It's looking kind of cool. It's a very simple, very basic build. Of course, I still have some stickers that I'm going to put on before the review, but I'm not going to do that in this video because I've already wasted enough of your time on this Christmas Day 2016. So until next time, I'm your host, Second Soundwave, telling you to enjoy your holiday. Have a very Merry Christmas, and whatever else you celebrate. I'll see you next time.